and she's so great. She is a volunteer to help us in Virtual Landia with an activity. Okay, so Morgan, so through life things happen, right? And we kind of have opportunities to respond to things that are good or not so good, right? So I'm going to go through some scenarios and you're going to tell me how you would respond. And this is a school activity, so we're going to keep it school appropriate, right? So for example, if you want to use words that aren't school appropriate, you can say, I would curse, which is a good representation, right? And we're not going to make death threats because that's not a thing, right? And that's not you anyway, but whatever. So I'm going to ask that you hold your hands out. Okay, super great. So let's say your mom is yelling at you, screaming. How are you going to respond, Morgan?
Well, this happens pretty often, and usually I do whatever she tells me to do.
Okay, so
Or I try to like get away from her, like I'll go upstairs.
I'm sorry it happens often, but you don't give her an eye roll?
No.
You don't say words back?
No, cause yeah, I usually just get in more trouble if I do that. So.
Okay, wow, I'm super impressed because not everybody would do that, right? As a kid, I would do the old eye roll. I put my hand on my hip, and I probably would have puffed up in the doorway to seem like bigger and better than I probably should have, and it didn't always go well. So I'm impressed I do that. So let's say your friend Megan starts talking about you in a negative way on social media and like smearing your reputation. How would you respond?
So she's my friend, or she's just a.
No, she's your Megan. She's your good friend, Megan.
Okay, well then I would probably like ask her why. I wouldn't post about her without like. I don't like everybody knowing my business, so I would talk to her.
So you talk to her. You wouldn't like do a sarcastic or throw a picture up that was ugly and bad.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. Okay, so your brother Aiden comes busting into your room and takes your stuff, your laptop.
Yes, this happens.
Yeah, it does. So what do you do?
Well, he always gives it back eventually.
No, right away. What do? He's counting your stuff. Like,
usually he runs, so then I chase him.
Then you chase him. Oh my gosh, you chase him. Here we go. Okay, so then you're walking down the hallway at school, right? And we have crowded hallways, and somebody's kicking at the back of your heels, right? They're totally doing that. And then they come up, and you know how they shoulder bump you? And now that we have backpacks, they kind of do the old turtle thing, and they go, and they check you. What do you do?
Yeah, I do it back.
Oh, yeah, I can totally understand that, of doing it back, especially in the hallway and nobody's watching, right? So my understanding is that you play soccer, which is a really competitive sport, and I don't get why people say it's a non-contact sport, and I've seen you get plowed over. And they try to. So when they do that, what do you do?
So, first, I like see who it is. And I remember who it is.
And then what?
And I do it back.
And you pay them back. You keep score, don't you?
Yes.
Right? Okay, super. So then you have a teacher in class that you're not really hip on, and you're not feeling the magic with teachers, because sometimes we have teachers who are great and we enjoy them, and other times we're like, wow, this is a bummer. But you've got a friction and a tension. You turned in an assignment, and they didn't grade it. And they're saying it's missing. And you've had emails back and forth. So then what do? Do you participate in class, or do you throw them some shade?
I still participate in class, but I would prove that I did it, and if he makes me redo it, then I would probably get my parents involved.
Okay, so you take the responsible route, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. Okay, so you're driving on the road, and because I know you're a new driver and everything, that's awesome, and somebody cuts you off on the road. How do you respond?
It depends if there's somebody in the car with me, but if it's just like myself, then I'll probably be like an aggressive driver.
An aggressive driver, and do you use your middle finger to tell them that you're number one?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Okay, yeah, I totally get that. A lot of people like to do that, right? Okay, and so then you're walking down the hallway at school, and somebody makes a negative, snotty comment about your outfit.
I don't know.
What if you don't like this person?
Oh, well then, I'll probably just give them a dirty look.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna like punch them in
a look and a challenge? Alright, just checking in. Okay. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh,
They're all
we're
good?
done now?
Yeah.
These are getting really heavy.
It does get